Hey guys, Ali A here, so excited to bring you this Black Ops 2 multiplayer video, so excited, really, I'm stoked right now. Anyway, it's Boo Bubbles here, not Ali A, my name's clearly much better. Let's get right into this Black Ops 2 video. This is going to be basically a large overview of everything about Black Ops 2. Now, obviously I won't get too specific, but I'm basically covering what's new, what's old, what's coming back, what's not, and basically everything. So hopefully we get a nice general summary of Black Ops 2 in comparison to some of the older games to really give you an idea of what you're getting into when you go to buy this game, or if you already have it, when you actually get your hands on a copy of it. So, first off, do you hear the music? Do you hear the music, man? I'm telling you, man. There are no death streaks in Black Ops. Hallelujah, amen, amen. I'm so happy. Do you know how happy I am? I'm so happy. There are no more death streaks in Black Ops 2. There's no death streaks. No more final stand. No more whatever. Dead man's hand, last stand, final stand, second chance, noob pro chance. I don't even know anymore. There's none of that. None of that garbage that we had to put up with for 6 years or however long. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. Why do they reward bad players? No longer. David Vonderhaar coming through in the clutch with the no death streaks. That is absolutely fantastic news for anybody that's played the game or kind of, you know, like casually or hardcore. You'll know that casually, you know, it doesn't really bother you, but the hardcore people are, it's ridiculously annoying, and it's just an element that hasn't been needed, and it doesn't make sense anyway, because why would you reward someone for dying? That doesn't make sense. You want to reward good behavior, not bad. So, that news is absolutely fantastic. But we must move on because there's a show that we have to finish. Kind of, not really. Anyway, camping. Black Ops 2 has gone into some excellent measures, I think anyway. We'll see how it turns out though. To get rid of, or at least, I don't want to say get rid of, because that's wrong. I think there still will be campers, but make it a lot harder to do and a lot less effective. So basically render it almost useless. Camping. Ghost only affects or only works when you're moving. So if there's a UAV and you're sitting still, it's going to show you. That is absolutely incredible. No more ghost campers in the corner picking you off because they have ghost and they can just sit there and none of your teammates will know unless you're talking to them. But when does everyone have a mic? That never happens. So basically, no more corner campers with ghost. That is excellent. Next thing, there's a scope that has this particle. I always say particle. It's like it emits a pulse that you see. It's white and it just goes through the whole map, and well, not the whole map, but it surrounding area basically where you're looking at, and it shows enemies in like this little white outline kinda, and it's pretty cool. But that's only when they're not moving. So if they're moving, it won't show them at all. That's another cool mechanic to try and get rid of camping. Another one of the more frustrating things in any Call of Duty was camping, and death streaks as well. Now the next annoying thing that they have tried to get rid of, or at least not necessarily get rid of again, but it's more like nerf a little bit, because sniping. If snipers have the most powerful weapons in the game and they can use it at any range whatsoever, unlike it was intended, then it gets a little too much. But they have decided to nerf it just a little bit. So what they're doing is they're making it so that when you zoom in, there's no auto aim right away. It's not this random sway point that picks where you want to scope in. It has nothing to do with where you actually were aiming at. That's stupid, and it doesn't even help real snipers. So No auto aim at the start, so you can't just zoom in and click and it'll be like right on a guy. That's really awesome. So there will be quick scoping. It's not Modern Warfare 3 though. It's kind of like Black Ops 1 speed, maybe Call of Duty 4. I'm not really sure how to describe how fast it is. It's like somewhere around there. So you know it's not Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 2. It's a little bit worse, which is awesome, but the sniping is still, I think it's going to be really good, to be honest, because Black Ops was really fun to snipe, but it was also ridiculously hard. Now it's like a little bit less hard, probably a lot less hard, but it's still fun and rewarding, not like, ooh, I just got like 3 guys in a row, heh, that was easy. No, it's like, it's going to take a lot more skill, I think, in my estimation as an amateur sniper. So, anyway, let's jump into classes and perks. This is a huge change from the previous Call of Duties, because ever since Call of Duty 4, we've had the traditional, alright, pick a primary, pick a secondary, pick your tactical grenades, pick your equipment, pick your actual grenade, pick your perk 1, pick your perk 2, pick your perk 3, and you're done. And death streaks, but that's not relevant to this discussion. So, classes are now based off the you pick 10 system. Basically, everything has an assigned value, and you pick 10 of the things that you want. So no longer are you forced to get a primary, no longer are you forced to get a secondary, no longer are you forced to even grab a primary or a secondary. You can grab 6 perks if you want, if that's your playstyle, and just get 1 weapon, or have 3 attachments on your weapon and only like 2 perks or 1. You can get 2 perks from the same slot, that's known as a wild card, it'll cost you 2. So there's a lot of creative flexibility within the you pick 10 system that I think I'm going to absolutely love. We'll see how the balancing works on this, because it could prove to be possibly overpowered. They might have to tweak it, but so far a lot of people have played the game, as you might know, some big name YouTubers, and I think they're working really hard as we speak, or as I speak. You're listening. As I speak and you listen, they're working hard to make sure that Black Ops 2 is very balanced, and I think it's going to be very tight and very good. Now, a lot of YouTubers that came out of playing it said something that I thought was really interesting and cool. They said it feels like Modern Warfare 3, not Black Ops. That is good news, absolutely good news, and here's why. If you ever noticed in Black Ops or World at War, it wasn't quite as smooth. It didn't feel the same movement, kind of, I don't know how to describe it really. It just flowed beautifully. And Black Ops was a little bit different. It was a little bit grittier, kind of choppy in a way. It still ran at 60 frames a second, but it wasn't the same feel. Everybody's saying that it feels like Modern Warfare 3. That is awesome, because Modern Warfare 3 feels great. If you go play that game, go to Black Ops, it feels worse. However, the game, Black Ops, is better than Modern Warfare 3. I think most people will agree with that. It's a lot less annoying and a lot better. But anyway, that's personal opinion and majority opinion, but whatever, that's not really what I'm talking about right now. So, with that, all that stuff happening, my hopes are high. Let's talk about the score streaks now, because, you know, we kind of have to. Some popular kill streaks are back. UAV, counter UAV, Blackbird, a version of the Predator. I almost said Breadator. That would be interesting. A Predator missile that fires out bread. Yeah, I don't know why I just thought of that. Yeah, it was random. Anyway, they brought back dogs, and there's a couple interesting ones involving helicopters, like, you know, RC helicopters, and also the there's like a tiger kill streak. It's not the walrus kill streak. That's sadly fake. Unfortunately for us, that's fake. Yeah, there is the tiger claw kill streak. It basically looks like something from, yeah, I don't think you guys would know that game, so unfortunately I can't tell you what it's from, but it's like this mechanical robotic, like, kind of looks like an animal robot, but it's not an animal, it's more robotic, and it shoots stuff, and it looks awesome. It's like a moving kind of sentry gun type thing, but it's this is like the worst description ever. I'll just throw up a picture on the gameplay so you why didn't I think of that earlier? Yeah, I'll just throw up a picture of what this looks like so I don't have to bumble around like an idiot, but I already did, so too late to fix that. So that looks really awesome. One cool thing you can do with it is you can let the CPU control it like a Pavlo, or you can actually control it like a remote sentry, or remote sentry versus regular sentry. That's basically what it's like. So if you want to, you know how I like to have the kill streaks that, you know, do their thing without me operating them, even though sometimes they're a little bit worse, but I can do stuff while they're running around, so I can run around too. I think that's awesome. Excuse me. One thing that you kind of need to know about the score streaks is that it's based off points now. It's not based off of kills, and so say you get 3 kills, ooh, you get your UAV. Now it's based on points, so 400 points or somewhere around there. It's like 450 points will get you a UAV now. In Capture the Flag, which seems to be the game mode that everyone refers to when talking about the objective, Capture the Flag, a kill is worth 100 points. So just going by kills, it's about 4, maybe 5, depending on where the UAV actually stands. So you get straight up kills, it'll cost you 4. But if you capture the flag, that's 100 points. So you capture the flag, you get a kill, you capture the flag. So now you're at 200 points. Then you get a kill with the flag, you get 200 points for that kill. So now you're at 400. You return the flag, you get 150, I want to say. So now you're at 550. I think that we're at 400, I hope. So you're at 550. See how quickly the objective adds up, and combined with kills, it'll be easy in a way, but much harder than the previous games to get your kill streaks, because the kill streaks don't stack like Black Ops, but the thing is, it's not really kills anymore, so it's not just kills, it's balanced in with objective play. So the kill streaks are actually kind of, in a way, harder to get. But if you play the objective, it will be easier. But the thing about that is, you know the risk when you play the objective. Everyone's going to be coming for you. You know, try to capture the B flag on whatever map. Unless you have teammates that you're coordinating with, good luck. You're going to get murdered. So, interesting to see them go after the slayers that constantly ignore the objective, which I will admit I do sometimes when I'm not trying to go for the win. I'm going for the gameplay, and I think that'll change YouTube gameplays up a bit. Now, as I was saying, the kill streaks will be harder to get. They have said that there's no game-ending thing, but we'll see if there's any hidden kill streaks later on, but I don't think so. I think what we see is what we get, which is cool, because the only reason I'm cool with this, normally I actually love the Moab, I love the nuke, I thought they were really awesome, a fun thing to go after, but now with the drone swarm being 1,300 points, roughly, it seems like that will be the Moab type kill streak. It's not like end of the game type thing, but it's so hard to get in a way because of the kills not being quite as effective as they normally were, and the objectives also being as effective as the kills or more. So interesting to see. We'll see how this all plays out when we get the game. One thing I failed to mention is that there are no pro perks, and that's actually a good thing. I kind of was getting sick of the whole pro perk thing. I just like to see what I get is what I get, nothing more. Now, let's talk about the zombies mode. The zombies mode got a huge overhaul. It's looking awesome. They have released a trailer of secret weapon, or not secret weapons, but like things around the map that you could collect to make into things. Like the one they showed was like a chair and something else turning into like a riot shield. They just combined them and made a riot shield, which looked awesome, and that's cool addition. Then they showed a while ago that the map is huge. It's gonna have like different stations you get in this bus to go throughout to the stations, because that'll save you on travel time and stuff, kind of like the map, the one that in the start it was black and white. I seem to not remember the name, but it had like the little the stations, but it would like lift up and like launch you. I forget what it was called though. Anyway, it's kind of like that if I had to compare it to anything. They brought back, or excuse me, they did not bring back. They put in theater mode into zombies, which is cool because if you're not recording and you want to go back and look at something cool or whatever, you can just, you know, go into theater mode. I mean, why not? It makes sense. Now that they put the zombies into the multiplayer engine, they're going to be able to do a lot of cool things, such as theater mode. Another thing that they're going to be able to do is have multiplayer games like, you know, where we've expected, such as team deathmatch or something like that, but with zombies and just thrown in the middle. It's so awesome. I've been hoping that this turns out amazing, because I think it will. And I gotta say, that's awesome. Like 4v4 with deathmatch with like zombies to see who gets the highest score. That just sounds awesome. Another thing about zombies is that they have characters again, and they're different. They look interesting. We'll see if we get any stories. We know for sure there's going to be Easter eggs. That's without a doubt going to happen. I mean, their Twitter picture is an egg with the Black Ops 2 symbol coming out of it. That's just a definite yes for Easter eggs. Now, in the multiplayer side of things, back to the regular multiplayer anyway, because Zombies has multiplayer now. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. Back to the regular multiplayer, there is a league mode thing, so it's kind of like StarCraft 2 leagues or StarCraft leagues. So basically you rise up through the ranks of the league to be the best of the best, and the competition is going to be fierce. It's going to be like game battles, if you ever played game battles, which is actually really cool. Game battles competitiveness is awesome, but I think that you can bring that to everybody is even cooler in like a formal ranked system within the game itself to rank up. I mean, awesome. What can I say? There's so much good stuff coming out of this game for news. Alright, let's move on now to the fun weapons, such as the crossbow and the ballistic knife. They are coming back, except the crossbow is coming back with a vengeance. This thing is going to have attachments. There was one that was the thermal scope, which is okay, but the one I was excited for is the triple bolt attachment. It shoots 3 shots instead of 1. I'm not sure if they're less powerful because of this, but that is so cool that 3 bolts, all explosive, come out of it. One of my concerns for Black Ops 2 is that all the kill streaks and things will be explosive, like they kind of are. Like a lot of the kill streaks are very highly explosive. For example, there's a Predator missile that shoots. It could split into 5 different Predator missiles, or you can stick with the one and just mega Predator missile them. So it's gonna be weird, but we'll see. I think Flak Jacket will be an excellent perk in this game. And also, another great perk that I would advise anyone using is Hardline, because now it's based on percentage. I think it's, oh man, I forget the number. Darn it, I don't really remember the number, but it's a percentage. I think it's 10%. No, is it 10%? Who knows? But basically, the thing is, depending on how high the kill streak is, the more Hardline affects it. So instead of just being 1 all the way across the board, less kills to get, now it's a percentage based off the points that you get. So for example, like dogs 1,300, it's actually 2 kills or objective plays. It's 200 points less than what it would be normally, and something like a 6 kill streak's only 1. So very interesting indeed. So the high kill streaks will actually be affected more by Hardline, so I think it'll be actually really good perk. And I think when this game comes out, I'm gonna roll with the 6 perk setup with only like 1 attachment or 5 perk thing, because that to me sounds like the best. It's like kind of like Specialist, so I think I'm gonna love that. Another thing, all guns and weapons have camos now. That includes launchers, crossbows, ballistic knives, primaries, secondaries. Everything has camos. That is awesome. It's about time. I was hoping for a while that they would have pistol camels, kind of like the Desert Eagle, but I don't know why they never did it till now. But besides that, we have new game modes coming in and old ones returning as well. The new game mode that I am most excited for is multi-team. If any of you have played Halo, you will know multi-team is a great game type, and it'll be interesting to see in Call of Duty how it's going to go down. I have seen footage of multi-team that the stream had from the time when I posted the codcasting. That stream that they ran for an hour actually had multi-team, and it looked really fun, and to have it codcasted was really cool. It was actually really exciting, and it was very interesting. Now, gun attachments real quick. There were some cool gun attachments I saw. Like we said, there was the scope that pulses and you could see through stuff. There was also a scope that acted as like a advanced UAV, that, you know, the little triangles that would pop up on your map when there was an advanced UAV. Well, now that same thing works, but it's in your scope, so it highlights them. Basically, it creates a diamond around them. That'll be interesting. I think it's countered by Ghost. I'm not sure. There's probably a perk that counters it. All weapon attachments have, I'm not sure if I said this, no perks affect the gun. So no more steady aim. It's more like a laser sight like we saw in Battlefield 3, which is cool. I mean, it makes sense. It's more realistic, you know, why not? So all that stuff is changed into attachments instead of perks, making it a little bit more realistic, probably a little more balanced as well. Now, a returning game type that has been confirmed is kill confirmed. Interestingly enough, that is a really good game type. I'm glad they brought it back. It's about time. Well, it's not about time. It's just good, trust me. I like that game type. I'm not sure if you guys like it. Let me know if you don't like it, you hate it, you love it, whatever. But I'm actually excited that it's back. The last thing I wanted to talk about as we wrap up this commentary. There we go, got it. Only 4 tries, but whatever. Is David Vonderhaar's strategy with this game. DJ Von has been all over this game. He's really trying to make it the best Call of Duty experience as possible, as humanly possible. So what he did is he designed the game basically from a rock, paper, scissors, shoe standpoint, where, you know, when you play rock, paper, scissors, shoe, everything has a counter, everything has a weakness, everything has a strength. So it's kind of like Pokemon almost. I mean, that's what Pokemon really is. It's like an elaborate game of rock, paper, scissors, shoe. And it's awesome. He basically designed the game on sort of flashcards and then went from there. And he said he'd never do it any other way other than that. Because now everything, this will help with balance so much, because everything will have a counter. I mean, it makes it like this elaborate chess game, which I love. It's good to see that they came up with ideas to counter certain things that are clearly overpowered. Assassin, I'm talking to you. But it's just so good to see that they're really, really trying. Hopefully this will be the Call of Duty that we've been waiting for since Call of Duty 4. And probably Black Ops. Black Ops is pretty good too. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this humongous overview. I know my throat has not enjoyed it because it is pretty dry right now. I'm going to go drink some water, possibly some honey. So, I'll see you next time. I am going to predict the next Call of Duty drama. That's right. I'm going to predict the next big drama from Call of Duty. I'll tell you right now what it's going to be. It's going to involve PETA.